This is Vigo, one of the great loves of my life, and this is also Vigo when he hears a truck or a bus. I was a very type A puppy mom. I made sure we socialized him. I proactively trained for neutrality. I played firework and thunder noises on the TV. I was that dog mom. I had all the plans, and yet here we are. Looking back, I can see so many signs as to what path we were on. The first sign that something wasn't quite right was probably as soon as we brought Vigo home, we would take him for walks in his sling. And let me tell you, he would shriek. I thought maybe the sling was just uncomfortable, but looking back, I wonder if this was early signs of his noise sensitivity. I thought he'd grow out of it. Then we got the second sign. Where we used to live on Friday mornings, we would have trucks driving by the house nonstop, probably for about 2 hours. And Vigo would come to our room, jump into our bed, and shake ever so slightly. I thought every dog has their quirks. It's Friday mornings. It's not a big deal. Other than Friday mornings, he seemed fine. He didn't love going for walks, but it was fine. I thought he'll grow out of it. It was around this time that I found out that I was pregnant, and we loved the house that we were in, but we needed more space. So we moved. And this is where it started to get really bad. There's a lot that I regret. I made the mistake of choosing a house that was on a corner lot on a busy street, which meant that not only did we now have a nonstop orchestra of truck brakes, but we also were hearing it more because the windows weren't as thick. With the increased exposure to truck noises, Vigo started to spend all day in our bathroom hiding under the sink. At night, though, he would come alive. He'd want to go for walks. When we would walk him, he wouldn't want to come home. We called him a vampire dog because during the day he would be inside, hiding in the bathroom in the dark, and at night he would come out and live his best life. We did our best to make it work. And it was at this point that we really started trying to find the less obvious ways to meet his needs. We would drive to the faraway parks where we knew he'd be less likely to bump into a truck. And in the meantime, while trying to meet his needs, we were trying seemingly everything to fix this phobia. We were trying earmuffs, meds, desensitization, and flooding, which I would never, ever, ever do again. After over a year of very little progress, honestly, I'd kind of given up and accepted that the best we might be able to do for Vigo was just make him comfortable and try and take him out on the weekends and walk him at night. To this day, I wish I could rewind and have a do-over, but we are where we are, and it is what it is. And now, while we can never have a do-over, we have the next best thing, and that's Dr. Amy Cook. When I made a video a few days ago, essentially saying we were going to learn to live with Vigo as he was and no longer proactively try and resolve his phobia, so many people wrote to me and suggested working with Dr. Cook. And for good reason. She is the GOAT. She has an amazing reputation. And so when she reached out and offered to help us, there was no way I was going to say no, because I will do anything to try and help Vigo. I'd been feeling so alone on this journey and not sure if we were making real progress. And so to have someone who had walked this path many times before guide us through it felt like a really incredible opportunity. And we're going to be capturing and sharing the entire journey every step of the way. And I'm hoping that it might inspire other dog owners who are in a similar boat, even if they feel like they've tried everything, because honestly, that's where we've been. Dr. Cook also has a lot of fantastic resources over on her page, as well as courses if you'd like to work with her yourself. And if you have a noise phobic dog, I just want you to know that you're not alone. There is so much shame and regret, at least in my experience, and I feel like this was echoed in a lot of messages I've been getting. But hopefully starting this conversation might make you feel a little less isolated and give you a little more hope of what's possible for your own dog. If Vigo and I can do it, which I'm hoping we will, then you can too. And I want to say one last big, massive thank you to Dr. Amy Cook for offering to help us. I cannot wait for us to really get going with this journey together.